I think organizations are missing a trick, because by focusing on various minority groups, it's going to give them a huge competitive advantage to really tackle the issues. What we do need to make sure we're still doing is focusing on each of the individual minorities within the ethnic minority grouping. I do know 80% of leaders are trying to address diversity within their organizations. 40% of them in the tech sector are specifically saying there's a gap in the market. And 10% of people in technology are considering leaving their roles because of diversity issues. And our goal is really to help people learn and recognize that racial disparity is even a problem, because not everyone even thinks it's an issue. Are we really looking for diversity, or are we looking to tick the box? Because if we're looking to tick the box, I want to go out there and find people who might look different, but deep down they're just like me. And by creating that type of culture, you could be an organization that says, I want to have diversity. I want to have diversity that fits this mold. And what that causes is it causes a culture of assimilation, where I'll hire anybody, but I want them to assimilate into my company. And I don't want to recognize those differences. And diversity doesn't mean assimilation. Diversity means recognition and celebration of difference. And I think that's a very, very important part, because if you don't have that recognition of difference, and if you think of people who might be different to you as a little too different, or rocking the boat, or any of those other adjectives, then you're not really working towards creating that inclusive environment. You can't be what you can't see.